Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Olivia, and for today's video is basically just a rant slash event video because a lot has been going on in my life and I just really want to get this off my chest because I feel like I'm kind of keeping it all in and I don't want to do that. So before I begin, I do not want this video to be perceived as drama or getting into things with other people or causing a scene, so I just want to clear that up. So without further ado, let's get on to this video. I'm going to try to make this video as short as possible, but I also, when I rant for sometimes hours, so I'm going to try my best. But yeah. Now, I actually have made a video very similar to this, but I did not post it because I did not want to cause any drama or anything, but it's gotten to a point where I need to say something because this is not okay. And as you can tell by the title of the video, this rant is about where I work and, you know, the job I work. I'm not going to say the name, but if you want, you can watch my videos. But for my graduation video and my prom video, I went to a certain nail salon and to get my nails done. And you know how I said everyone was super friendly and nice there when I got my nails done. Now, there are some nice people there, and the people that worked on my nails and my hair are still very nice, very understanding, but there are some other people that are not very friendly, and I'm not going to say anybody's name, but I personally do not feel welcomed at the nail salon. And the nail salon has an upstairs and a downstairs salon. So the upstairs, you can get your hair done and your nails, and you can get waxing and all that stuff. And downstairs, it's mainly just a nail salon. You can get waxing, but it's not, you know, as much as you can upstairs. But what makes me very mad is that I essentially, because my sister works at that salon, so I essentially was guaranteed a job there because my sister had already talked it over with the boss, and she said, yeah, she just has to come in for an interview, and then I have to interview her, do a social security number and all this stuff, so when I come for work, she can actually write out my paycheck because they don't direct deposit. They write out an actual check and then they give it to you, and then you have to go to your bank and cash the check in. So like I said, I already have a job, but I didn't have to come in for an interview because my sister's boss was like, oh, she's already hired, all that stuff. This is where I started filming the previous video that I never uploaded. I had worked a Wednesday, not one day, and my boss told my sister that she didn't need me anymore. I was like, okay. So, you know, I was a bit frustrated because, you know, even like before I left high school, like before I graduated, like months before I graduated, we had already had this all set up. My sister was talking it over with her boss almost every single time she worked. So, you know, it was new in my boss's head, but it made me upset because I could have spent those months finding a new job, applying for a different job, and not have to worry about the salon. I was told I would be doing the laundry and be training as a shampoo girl. Because, you know, I'm 18, so I'm allowed to do that. And they only hire 18 and up. But what makes me even madder and more upset than I already am is that my boss then told me, oh wait, we can use her again, but we need her to work Sundays. I specifically stated, and so did my sister, that neither my sister and I could work Sundays. My sister just, you know, I don't know what her reason was, but she couldn't work Sundays. I couldn't work Sundays because I ride Sundays, and I was still riding during this period of time. And so she got really mad at me because it's like, oh, well, you said you could work. And I was like, no, I never said I could work. I specifically stated that from the beginning, that I could not work Sundays. I could work any other day but Sundays. And you know, it bothers me because when I first started working there, the boss was never there, ever, never there. And then she came in one time because she has yet to put my name in the system, so, you know, I can actually clock in and clock out. So she came in one day and she put because she needed the last 4 digits of my social security number and my identification card that, you know, states I'm over 18. So, or 18 or older rather. So I gave her those things, I sat with her, and, you know, she entered my name in the system. But she entered my name in one system, but she didn't enter it in the other computers, so I still can't sign in and sign out. And she knows that, but she doesn't understand that she needs to do that because I have to sign in using the paper, not the computer, when the computer is environmentally friendlier because, you know, you're not wasting paper constantly and you're not reprinting the same thing over and over and over again. But so fast forward, my boss said that, you know, she could use me. So then I worked that one Wednesday, and then the following week I worked Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And then, you know, my boss is rude, to me at least. But then the deal is that if I came back to work, I would only be working at the upstairs salon because I do not feel comfortable working at the downstairs salon because, you know, I'm still in training and I'm still, you know, getting things through. Like, it's only been it's like I've only worked for a few days. So I still don't know everything, and I'm not going to for a while because I just started. And this is a summer job to make money so I can pay for stuff for college. You know, I can't just like randomly pull money out of my body and being like, hey, okay, like make it rain. Like, no, I can't do that. I have to work to make the money. So I make $12 an hour, which I'm not complaining. That's a lot for at least my knowledge. But the first time I actually had an actual interaction with my boss, more than just when she put my name in the computer, it was the downstairs salon, and she was really nasty to me. And my sister had been training me how to do front desk, just in case, you know, if something were to happen, my sister can't work one day, or, you know, she's doing laundry or doing something else and somebody needs to make an appointment or check out or pay. So she taught me a little bit how to do front desk. I'm still learning, but, you know, she's still teaching me, but she taught me a bit about front desk. And so I thought that I would be working the front desk, the downstairs salon. Not only does this go back behind the deal, but now I'm working Wednesdays and Thursdays, Wednesdays upstairs, Thursdays downstairs, which is what I did not agree to, which makes me even more mad. What also makes me mad is that not only did that happen, but when I got there that Thursday, actually it was this previous Thursday, it wasn't this Thursday, it was last Thursday, was my first day working downstairs, and everyone knew that was my first day. There was one lady that actually took the time to teach me how to do things, because the downstairs and the upstairs are mainly the same stuff, but the downstairs salon does do different things than the upstairs salon, and I'm only used to working upstairs, not downstairs. So this one lady had to teach me all these different things. They fold towels differently. Upstairs they have white and black towels. Downstairs they only have white because they don't do hair stuff, so they don't use the black towels. They don't have the capes, so when you get your hair cut you don't get like the hair all over you. You know, they don't have any of that stuff. So they fold the towels differently as well. So, you know, I have to do all this stuff. I have to learn all this stuff. And the washing machine smells like actual acid. It smells disgusting. It smells like somebody just poured an entire bottle of bleach, slammed the washing machine shut, and turned it on. It smells like it's so bad. And the boss was sitting at the front desk the entire time. So not only could I not do the front desk, I'm trying to figure out how to do the laundry, and every time I had a question, my boss was like, deal with it. And the hot towels, oh my god. I know how to make the hot towels, and I don't care about making them. The problem is with the downstairs salon is that you put the towels that you just made so they're not warm on the bottom, but you have to move the towels from the bottom to the middle or the top rack so you can put the ones you just made down. Sorry, my mom's calling me. I'll answer in a minute. But it's just, it makes me so mad because you can't see it really, but I burned my hands to the point where flesh was just peeling. It was disgusting. It was painful. And I couldn't move this is what I could do with my hands. I couldn't move them. I couldn't do anything other than this. And I was in excruciating pain. I was sitting in the back to the point where I was about to cry, where I was rocking back and forth, whispering to myself, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. Oh, that's another incident that happened. And then there's no tools to move the towels. You use it with your own hands. So that made me really mad. It made me mad that I wasn't working the front desk. The boss was being extremely rude and disrespectful to me. And then she wanted me to sweep around. And she told me to sweep under the chairs. There are the manicure chairs and there are the pedicure chairs. So what I do with the upstairs salon is I do one section at a time and I create one big pile and then sweep it up, instead of constantly like sweeping back, because the broom doesn't catch everything. And the thing, I don't remember what it's called, but what you sweep the stuff into doesn't catch everything either. So, you know, you're constantly sweeping and you're not getting anything. So I move it into one big pile and then I bring it to the back and I clean everything that way and then sweep it up. But she got so mad at me because she was like, oh, you're not sweeping the right chairs. She didn't specify what chairs. And then when I tried to tell her what I was doing, I couldn't even get one word in. I couldn't even get half a word in to tell her what I was doing so it would make it easier on everyone else. And she was so mad. And I was like, if you have something going on in your life, if you are upset about a client or whatever, you have no right to take it out on me. You have no right to take it out on anyone. And she knew it was my first day and she did not care. And it made me very irritated. And then the day before, that Wednesday, I was sweeping because I work 2 to close. So I work like anywhere between 5 and 7 hours. So I'm sweeping everything up, and all of a sudden, you know, we have one client left. She's getting a Brazilian blowout, which takes like 3 hours. So we were just waiting for her, and then we had to check her out and everything, but she was the last client. So we got everything done that needed to be done, and then all of a sudden, I'm done sweeping. I go to sit down at the front desk. I put my hand like this on the desk, and all of a sudden, my pinky finger, this whole part swelled up like a balloon, and it was black and blue from the broom. I didn't touch anything. I didn't do anything. All I did was sweep. Everything else, I was just sitting down at the desk waiting because there was nothing else to do. And my sister was checking the laundry. She was changing sheets, so I didn't really have anything to do. So I was just sitting down. And then I saw that the last client was going to wash her hair again because she was getting the Brazilian blowout. So I went to sweep up the station, and then I swept the rest of the station up. And then I sat back down. My pinky finger swelled like a balloon. So then on Thursday, I told my boss that, and she didn't care. I told my boss that the hot towels machine was burning my hands. She didn't care. She said, it's not that hot. So with the first incident, like way at the beginning of the story, or rant rather, I had texted one of my friends telling her what had happened and how I was just really upset and I was worried because, you know, how am I going to make money for college? How am I going to be able to buy all these things for college, my textbooks, and pay the rest of my tuition? Like, you know, I'm panicking. And so my friend was talking with me, telling me to calm down. And then she told me that, because I told her that my boss wanted actually wanted me back and said she could use me again. So I told her that I was thinking about going back, but I wasn't sure. And so my friend told me that I should try again, because I had only worked one day and I liked it that day, so I should try it again. But if something like this were to happen again, then I would be done. This is the third time it's happened. I have had this job, lost this job, had this job, lost this job, had this job, lost this job. That's not okay. That is a very big problem. I am 18 years old, moving into college August 13th. This is a summer job. Like, this isn't a forever job. This is just a temporary job because I need money. But with all of that happening, it just, at this point, because my sister texted my mom being like, oh, well, now your boss doesn't need you this week. Meanwhile, she had already put me on schedule for Wednesday and Thursday. And my sister is working Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. When she's supposed to work Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, not Thursday, but she picked up Thursday to help someone else because they needed that day off. So my sister decided to cover their shift, make more money. But it's so infuriating because this entire time, unless I was at the upstairs salon and it had nothing to do with the boss, I was fine. Downstairs, everyone ignored me. Everyone does ignore me. Like, it's like I can't say one thing, I can't do one thing. Literally last Thursday, I was in the back the entire time because it was so dead. There was literally maybe 5 clients from 2 to close. Maybe 5, 6, 7 maybe. So I was in the back the entire time doing laundry. The washing machine and the dryer stopped working, so I had to figure out what the heck was going on. Nobody was listening to me, so I had to Google, and the internet is absolute shit. They have better Wi-Fi upstairs. The downstairs salon has no Wi-Fi. So I'm trying to go through Google and nothing is loading and no one's listening to me. So I'm frustrated as all get out. I'm annoyed. I'm mad. And it's like, what am I supposed to do? I sat in the back for 6 hours doing nothing but being on my phone and waiting for the laundry to be done. So I would put a load in the washing machine, and when that's done, put it in the dryer, then put another load in the washing machine, and then once the dryer's done, take everything out, fold it. Once the washing machine's done, take everything out, put it into the dryer, and repeat. Meanwhile, each cycle is like an hour and a half. So I'm sitting in the back for, like, once I do all that, I'm sitting in the back for an hour and a half, waiting for them to be done. Just to continue the cycle. So I'm on my phone. There's nothing else to do, there's nothing to sweep, there's nothing. And I'm so annoyed because, yeah, it's nice, you know, not really doing much because, you know, there are jobs where people do a lot and they don't really get any breaks. But I get bored so easily. Like, it's different when I'm scrolling on my phone for hours at home, because I have the option to go downstairs, play on the computer. I have the option to watch TV. I have the option to do all these things. So if I want to be on my phone all day, it's not a problem. But it is when there's nothing else to do but be on your phone. And it's just like, I didn't want to sit there twiddling my thumbs, sitting there staring at nothing. I wanted to actually do something, but there was nothing to do because it was so dead. And it just drives me crazy because it's like, I don't understand why my boss hired me if this was all gonna happen. And then now it's like, oh, well, I don't even have a job anymore. So I had to apply to another job, which I got because, you know, my dad works there. But it's just so infuriating because it's like I'll make a different video about it, but I used to work at a certain place in Springfield, and they had very bad management. There were too many bad incidents, and it's too much to go into. But all I know is I said I never want to work at one of those franchises ever again. Don't care if there was a new store. I don't care if there was another store that was owned by the same person. I would never work at that store again. I would never work at any franchise, anything like that again, because it was horrible. And I ended up doing 7 jobs, being paid $8 an hour for 7 hours, waking up at 5:30 a.m., not leaving. You know, I worked from 7 to 2, but I didn't end up leaving till like 3:30. You know, I still got paid, but there were times where I needed to leave at exactly 2, not 3, not 3:30, not even 2:30. But they just don't care. And I said that I did not want a job like that again. And I thought this job was going to be different. The only thing that's different is the hours I'm working and the amount I'm getting paid. That's the only difference. The only difference is everything else is the same. And the boss is incredibly disrespectful to me, does not care about anyone's feelings, and at this point I just don't know what to do. And I really needed to rant because I just don't know what to do. And now I'm working at the place where I said I did not want to work because of the management, and the one person that I really wanted to get away from is now moved because they opened another store, and that's the store I'm working at because it's newer. And the one person that I was trying to get away from the most at the old store moved over to the new store. So that makes me really mad, but you know, there's really nothing I can do. And yeah, so that is it for this video. Hope you guys liked it. If you have any suggestions of what I should do, please leave them in the comments down below, because I'm on an emotional roller coaster right now. Like, I woke up today feeling really happy, and I have not felt like that in a very long time. I cried myself to sleep last night, and then I woke up this morning feeling really happy for some reason. And so I got things done. You know, I made my family goulash for dinner, and you know, I had to do all of this, and you know, I woke up really happy, got stuff done, you know, watched some TV, played on the computer, and then I find this out after I get home from the grocery store from picking up stuff to make dinner for tonight. And that just put a whole damper on the mood. And yeah, but hope you guys like this video. Again, if you have any suggestions of what I should do or what I shouldn't do, please put them down in the comments below, because at this point I have no idea what to do, and I really did not want my last month at home to be like this, and so far it is, and I'm really upset, and I've already cried 3 times today. I don't want to cry again, but I'm gonna go. Yeah, I really don't know what else to say, because I honestly can't believe that this is still happening to me 2 years after the fact that I quit my horrible job. And it was the first job I ever had too, and I quit it because of all these different reasons, and I said I did not want to be put in that situation again, and I'm put back in that situation. A couple things are different, but their management is the same, and I just really don't know what to do. So yeah.